This is Welsh ASMR 82. How you doing? I am really busy this week, so I'm just going to do, as my Sunday upload, a quick ramble video just to help you relax and maybe even fall asleep this evening. The reason I've been busy and I can't do a map video this evening is because I am very excited about a video I've got coming up, and I can't reveal too much, but you'll find out pretty soon why I'm excited about the video that's being prepared. So stay tuned for that one. I'm not going to do any particular triggers or anything like that today. I'm just going to talk for a bit and just do one of those more relaxing ramble videos. I haven't done one in ages. How are you? I hope you're okay. There's a lot of road noise this evening. I'm trying to film a little bit more in this room because it's got the desk and the ability for me to plug in the light and the stand and everything. But the windows behind me face the road, and it is a little bit of a busy road. So there ends up being quite a lot of car noise in the background. I am sorry. Earlier on there was some really fast cars going by when I was trying to film, and then an aeroplane. I just need someone to stand outside the window on the street and start talking loudly on their mobile phone or something, and that'll just really set me off. So, Fawr, one of my subscribers, asked me to say facts about myself. 50 facts about myself. I don't think I have 50 interesting things to say about myself, to be honest, but I'll do a couple, if you're curious. So, first of all, I'm Welsh. I was born in Swansea, which is the second biggest city in Wales, and that was in 1982. My birthday is in May, so it's coming up very soon, and as if you can work out the dates, this birthday I'm going to be 37. My favourite colour is blue, navy to be exact. I've worn glasses since I was 11 years old, when I started getting really bad migraines every day because I was squinting to see the blackboard in school. When I say blackboard, I mean blackboard, not whiteboard. We didn't have those things in the 90s. I have a dog. My favourite breed of dog is my dog, and it's a Cocker Spaniel. They are insane. Such bundles of love and energy at the same breath. I currently live in England. I live in Hertfordshire, and I work in neighbouring Cambridgeshire. I speak quite a few languages. My mother tongue is English, but I started learning Welsh from 3 years old, and then I started learning French at 11. I started learning Spanish at 16, and then I started at about 18 to teach myself quite a few other languages. So currently I'm fluent, more or less, because there's no real definition of fluent, in English, Welsh, Spanish, French, Portuguese and Mandarin Chinese, although I have really good levels of Italian, of Swedish and Russian, and which others? Arabic, Hebrew, Hindi, and quite a few others, things like German, Dutch, Armenian. I'm trying to think of a couple of others. Urdu, Bengali. Yeah, so I just get really interested in languages. I love learning languages. It's the best thing ever. What other things? I'm a twin, so I have a twin brother. We're not identical at all. I also have an older sister. I have been on holiday to America and Asia and to many places in Europe, but I've never been to Africa, although I would like to go. To South America, where I would really, really like to go, and obviously never to Antarctica. But I've been to New Zealand, so I've been to Australasia or Oceania or whatever you want to call it. So I've been to 4 continents in the world. My favourite holiday destination is Seoul in South Korea. Oh yeah, I can speak Korean, I forgot that one. Oops. Or Japanese. Whoops. I've been to New Zealand and to North and South Island, and it's absolutely amazing. My favourite European holiday destination is, I don't know actually. Probably Cologne in Germany, or The Hague or Utrecht in the Netherlands. Yeah, probably one of those two. Most of the places I've ever been to have just been amazing though. Copenhagen was lovely, and Stockholm, although it rained every day when I was in Stockholm, so it kind of spoilt it, but I used to live in Spain, so I went to do Spanish in university, Spanish, Portuguese and Russian. And when you, in England, in Britain, because I was in Wales actually, so not England, in Britain, when you do a degree in a language, you have to spend 1 year, if it's in a modern foreign language, you have to spend a year in that country. So if you do French, then you have to go to a French-speaking country for a year. It's part of the course, and you could fail the course if you don't go. So I went to live in a place called Murcia in southern Spain, and it was one of the best years of my life. It was amazing, and I kind of think Murcia is like home, really, although I haven't been there for many years now. I did visit again after a couple of years. So yeah, in my head, Murcia and Spain itself is kind of my second home. I've been to Florida twice as a child. We went to go to Disney World in Florida when I was 8 years old, and then again when I was 10 years old. So we went in September, and we didn't actually get caught up in any hurricanes or anything. Very lucky. And we absolutely loved it. It's amazing. I've been to Disneyland in Paris about 3 times, because I used to be a teacher, and I used to teach French, Spanish and Mandarin Chinese, and previously to that I used to teach Welsh when I worked in Wales. So obviously I've ended up going to France quite a lot with my schools, and yeah, we always end up going to Disneyland Paris, so I've been there several times. I hate the rain, and Wales is the rainiest country in Europe, I think. Swansea, where I grew up, is the rainiest city in Britain, officially. So I detest the rain. And actually, when I lived in Murcia is the driest city in Spain. And now I live in Hertfordshire and work in Cambridgeshire. And Cambridgeshire is the driest county in Britain. So I've managed to avoid it. And it doesn't really rain that much here at all compared to back home in Wales. There was a place not far from Swansea, I think it was in Carmarthenshire, and I found out that about 3 years ago, even if it was just for 5 minutes, then it rained every single day for a year. I kid you not. I hate the rain. Especially as a dog owner. Walking the dog in the rain is just the worst. Absolutely awful. If there's a language that I could learn without doing any effort at all, that language would be probably Arabic. I do find Arabic really, really difficult. Easy to read and write, but grammar-wise it's quite difficult. So yeah, that would be the one I think I would do. I'm really grateful I grew up speaking English though, because I think English would be the hardest language of all to master. The favourite language that I currently speak is Spanish. It's what sort of made me fall in love with languages in the first place. Me encanta el español. Although I do have quite a great passion for many languages, including Chinese. I read and write in Chinese as well. If I could get on a plane and go anywhere for free tomorrow, I'm not sure actually. Maybe I would go to Shanghai, or maybe I would go somewhere that I would just like to go but never pay to go. So maybe India or Australia. Sydney. Yeah, maybe Sydney. We were gonna, when we went to New Zealand, we were going to take a flight to Sydney, and we just couldn't believe how far away from New Zealand it was. It was something like 3 hours. We thought, oh, they're just next to each other. It'll be, an hour, and then we'll spend a day there. And it was, with all the time in the airport, it'd be about 6 hours to get there, and the rest. And when the time you go through the passport control, and you've got to be in the airport early, and then you've got to get to your hotel the other side, so 12-hour round trip. Just thought, oh no, we haven't got the time. So yeah, my mother has been to Sydney though, so she highly recommends it to me. Or Mexico. I'd really like to see Mexico City, not Cancun or anything. I want to see proper Mexico. I always support Mexico when the World Cup comes around. They're one of my favourite other teams. I was really distraught the last World Cup in football because Wales didn't make it, which was upsetting. And then all of my second favourite sides were in the same group. So South Korea, Sweden and Mexico were all against each other. So I was in quite a difficult position. Every game they played, I didn't know who I wanted to win. I am not a morning person. I hate getting up early in the morning, and I come alive during the night. There's a word for this in Swedish I learned recently. So, morgonpig is when you are energetic in the morning, and morgontrött is when you're literally morning tired. See, silly cars and bikes. So, yeah, I am jag är mycket morgontrött. I am not very good in the morning at all. My favourite food is egg. I eat egg practically every day, either scrambled or boiled or whatever. I don't mind, I don't care. And I love potatoes, but in the last year or two I've suddenly started to enjoy vegetables, so that's been a lot better for me than eggs and potatoes. But yeah, if I had one meal left, I probably would have chips and some fried eggs. Yummy. My favourite ice cream flavour is vanilla. Very boring, I know, I'm sorry. They do this amazing vanilla ice cream in Swansea. So, this is one place that does it. And you go there and you can only have vanilla. But it's their secret recipe. And you just choose what topping you have on it or no topping at all. And in the summertime, people just queue around the block to get some ice cream from this place. It's so delicious. If you ever go there, it's called Joe's Ice Cream. They've got a couple of different shops now. They only had one when I was a kid. But because I grew up around it, I thought it was just a national thing. Yeah, I didn't realise it was just for Swansea. But I understand you can get it in Cardiff now. My favourite football team is a club called Spartak Moscow. Basically, if you've ever played Football Manager or Championship Manager, you will always have this team that you end up managing in this game that you've never heard of or would never dream of, and then you start supporting because you enjoyed playing in the game as them, and that sort of happened. So when I was a kid, Swansea didn't have a great football team. It was nearly relegated from the third division. Oh, yeah. So we, in my family, we picked a side to support in the Premier League so that we could watch them every week on TV, and we picked Newcastle United, so I still support Newcastle United to this day. My favourite team in Spain is Real Madrid. My favourite footballer is Gareth Bale, so he plays for Real Madrid, but I've supported Real Madrid for a long time. And my overall favourite team, and obviously I support Swansea, and then my overall favourite team is Spartak Moscow. But when Wales play, they beat everyone. I mean, not literally, they lose all the time, but they beat everyone, as in they're my favourite team to watch. If Wales played every week, then there would be no competition, but they don't. Which is good, because I don't want to see my team lose that often. My favourite sport is football. Being Welsh, I also love rugby, but I don't like cricket. It's too boring. Boring. I occasionally swim. And cycle, but otherwise I don't really do that much exercise. I'm very naughty. I walk a lot, and I walk the dog. Sorry, doctor. Couple of lost facts about me then. So my favourite film is Lord of the Rings, particularly The Two Towers, the second one, followed by Jurassic Park, the first film in particular. My favourite TV programme is Game of Thrones, and I'm getting a map to do a Game of Thrones map soon, so keep an eye out for that video. The new series is starting tomorrow in Britain. I'm very excited. And I do have Netflix, and I watch most of my programs on Netflix rather than actual TV. Yeah, and that's me. I don't think that's 50, but I tried my best, eh? So, as usual, don't forget to press subscribe, to like the video, to drop me a lovely comment, and I'll see you soon with a couple of really important videos. One I've got I'm really excited about, that's coming soon, and then my map is arriving in the post on Tuesday, so I should have a Game of Thrones map video coming to you by the end of the week. Cross your fingers. And yeah, don't forget to watch this video again on the Tinkles app, because every time you watch me on Tinkles, it's free, but I get a little bit of something for it. That's nice. And you can also choose to support me on that monetarily, if you wish, or on Patreon. You can check me out, and I'll put the links in the in the box as usual. And yeah, so I'll see you soon, and I hope you have a really chill start to the week. I've got a busy week in work, so I'm going to listen to some ASMR this evening myself. I always put a couple of recommendations in the description box, so check out some of the channels that I recommend to you, and I do the same on Instagram as well, so you can follow me at Welsh ASMR82 on that as well. Okay, I'll leave it there. It's actually gone on a bit longer than I was expecting, so I hope I don't have to do much editing and taking all the cars out, and I can upload this for you shortly. So have a really nice sleep this evening, and I'll see you in a couple of days' time with a couple of exciting videos. Okay, Nostar, night night. Thank you for subscribing, commenting, and liking my videos. It really means so much to me. A special thank you to my supporters on Patreon. The link is in the description box if you want to join them. Also, now you can support me by just watching me on Tingles.